Let's check out some Oak and Oscar watches. So I currently have my Humboldt here in the white dial configuration, but I couldn't pass up this opportunity to make a video with all three of these because I have two other ones, both limited edition, in the studio right now, so I can share with you those. But before I get into that, I want to make sure you guys understand what we're looking at here. So this brand is out of Chicago. They source most of their components from Switzerland, and they do some work in-house. They have some kind of innovative things, not like groundbreaking, crazy, but they utilize them to make a better watch. They use a Faraday cage with an anti-shock mechanism built into the movement holder that's in the watch. So they do have some anti-magnetic properties and added shock resistance beyond what the movement provides already. But I have to show you guys, their packaging is freaking awesome. So most of their like standard stuff come in this crazy leather pouches, which are well made and honestly pretty versatile, like for other things as well. And then I have this black one here. This was part of a really hard to get one. It was very exclusive. It was part of the Swag series, which is a golf, they'd sell golf things or whatever. Don't give a putt. So this was a kit that you could only get if you were a ticket holder and it was an event in Las Vegas. I don't know all the details on it, but it's a pretty cool watch, and all their stuff comes like kitted out. They have really good leather straps. You can see this one goes with the Swag one. This one goes with the Sandford GMT, nice leather options. And then of course their nylon straps are awesome too. And they usually do some pairing with colors. We have a splash of green on the leather and on the nylon to tie in with this guy here. So, and then this one's basically a very similar one to mine, in the sense that it's the same watch, but it's just done in a different colorway. Of course, we have a DLC, and we have the black dial. It's a sandwich dial. We have the little pop of green. We have a custom case back. Now, I've done a video on the Lemons Oak and Oscar as well. So they're doing collabs as well as their own limited editions and their regular run watches. So they're pretty diversified within their brand. So like if you were going to become, say, a collector or a member, or however it's labeled, because Oak and Oscar has a bit of a membership essentially. And if you're going to collect them, there's a lot of watches and a lot of opportunities to collect and get in on some of these crazy, hard to get, really cool configurations in their lineup. They offer, it's not like every other month or anything like that, but they do offer some really, awesome watches that are going to be very exclusive. Like this one right here. They only made 111 of them. Well, that's what it's numbered on the case back. But also, let's be real, there's probably more than 111. There's probably a couple of proofs laying around. But really cool watch. And then this guy here is the Sandford GMT. They only made 200 of these. And this guy is a 40 mil. I'll cover the sizes. These are both 40 mil, but this one's, the Humboldt's like 39.5 at the case. They're both 40. The Humboldt, the black one on my left, 47.2 lug to lug, 46 lug to lug on this guy, 12.7 millimeter thick on this guy, and only 12 millimeter thick on this guy. And then 6.5 millimeter screw down crown, 6 millimeter crown, screw down crowns on this guy. Both of them 200 meter water resist. I know that was probably confusing, but you can just go search these models up on the interwebs, and all of that information is essentially there. I did measure these, so the measurements might be a little bit different, but this guy here, we have an inner rotating bezel. So that's pretty cool. You unscrew this crown here, and this rotates in bidirectional, so you can track things that way. With the GMT function. This one actually has a Soprod C125 movement in it, so a little bit different movement, but you can see again, sandwich dial, really good lume. They have the little barrel as the balance on the seconds hand, and then of course we have an arrow for the GMT hand. So pretty dang cool indeed. This one I believe has a display case back as well. And I tend to see most people wear their Oak and Oscars on strap or on leather. But you can see you have a custom rotor, which is the 4 stars for like the Chicago flag. Oh, actually, this one's only 100 meter. Sorry about that. It says water resistance 10 Atmos. So this is 100 meter water resist. I thought I had read 200. It's 200 on the other one. Either way, both the water resistance numbers are deeper than what you're going to go. And quite frankly, that one could probably go 200. And then, of course, this one, a little less opportunity for loom on this one. I've shown this one before. The loom is just in that circle and then on the hour and minute hand. This one and this one are the same watch, essentially. So you have 120 click bi-directional bezel. And this one's kind of like all blacked out. Most of their watches run in that $2,000 range, so be prepared for that. The one I have came on bracelet as well. Really nicely done bracelets, high quality, and they have a quick toolless on-the-fly micro adjust. Pretty simple operation. I'd like to honestly see more of this. I know a lot of brands have like a push button feature. I think it's just overcomplicated. Like this just works. I've not seen any issues with this design. I really kind of actually just prefer this design. There's a couple other designs that I don't see a whole lot of brands use, but overall, I think most brands should be able to do something like this. Oscar, executed it very well, and I think it's a very good match for the product that you're getting. I'll put these on wrist real quick, and then we'll do a loom shot. I don't want to go too long on this. I just really wanted to show how cool how cool the brand is and how many cool watches they have. And I know a lot of, there's going to be some people out there that are saying it's too much money for what you're getting and stuff like that. And my argument to that is, well, you're just simply wrong. So it might be more money than what you want to spend, but the product itself and the business model and the packaging and the quality of the components used, as well as some of the extra features, definitely warrant the price point. So there's that. Yes, is it more than what you want to spend for it? Quite possibly. But that's the case with a lot of watches, guys. That could be said about, a house or a car or, a pair of shoes or your phone or anything like that. So sometimes we have to compromise and sometimes we have to settle. But I tend to not like to settle when it comes to getting fun watches, and I like limited, I like exclusivity, and Oscar offers all of that, as well as, to a certain extent, a sense of community. So go search the brand up and you'll see what I mean. They go on like trips, and yeah, you got to pay. You got to because it's not free or whatever. Like you got to pay to go to these trips and everything, but they do like fishing trips and a bunch of other stuff. And even if you purchase a watch, I've seen many people do it right at the shows. When I go to the shows, they have a one-on-one with Chase and another member of the team, and they'll do it like a cheers with some bourbon. Like it's pretty cool. It's a different buying experience for sure. And one of these days I'm going to get down to Chicago and check out, they have a brick and mortar. I'm going to get in there and talk to Chase and do a video and stuff like that. I've been talking to him low key on the side. So one day we'll make that happen. But I wanted to get this video out there and share with you guys some pretty cool stuff, as well as just this swag. I mean, this thing is that glow in the dark? I don't think it is, but it's just, it looks like it, but it's not. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you on the next vid.